Okay, so last time you guys were in the electric underwater city. Um, you guys, for the ones that did a Pokemon contest and got your ass kicked. Well, it was presumably, yeah, but with like a difference of 10 points. There was no way you were gonna beat him after like the third round. But that's, you guys need to fight. Were not like specialized in contests, right? Yeah, come on, you're fighting Pokemon. So you were doing this contest against what you guys presumed was going to be the champion of electricity, but after the contest, the Pokemon they won. She challenged you to a fight just to make sure are these guys up to the task. Then you beat her ass like immediately. Like you didn't even use your Earth attack that you had available. You're like, nope. Beat her the old-fashioned way. So yeah, and then we learned after the fight that actually Nate is the chosen champion of electricity. So he went to the temple that they have there, which is a temple to Zapdos, and he started praying. And all kind of stuff was happening while he was there. Nate actually evolved during the contest to a Xatu, which he chose to. Which for me was like, okay, you're using this in a contest that you're gonna lose. Like, does this feel like the perfect moment for you? He was like, yes. So I kind of like that he was chosen the champion of electricity just after, so there was still like a reason for him to evolve. They were like, oh yeah, this guy's maybe up to the task to be the champion. So yeah, he started praying and he started talking to his god. Like essentially, how in Nate's eyes he is now his own god, but the god still exists. So he's like I don't know exactly how Nate's feeling about this, because first he was like, okay, I'm my god now, but then he met his god as well. But yeah, so yeah, your guys were in the temple, like stuff's flying around. He's just meditating. A room opened while he was meditating. When you like, let's say you go in, or and then you find a chest, and in this chest you find some boots, and they have like electricity, like what's like thunder things on the side, as ornamentation, like they stick out. Um, so these are the new magic items. These are the what were they again? Boots of lightning. Just gonna write this down. They let you move 2 extra meters per turn, so like 2 squares. What was it again? So there was, um, and oh yeah, they make you jump twice your jumping height. So if you have a high jumping height, it's times 2. That's gonna be big. So yeah, like maybe you put them on for the moment, just to try, and they're like kind of scale to your feet size. For you, if it were you, Dustin, I let you choose for Cookie. If it either turns into 4 boots when wearing them, or 2 on your 4 back legs. That's your choice to make. I expect for like for Bobby the Ditto, he just gets the thunder beneath his wings, like we don't see the shoe itself, maybe the color only or something. Just becomes one with his body, just to make sure. But okay, you get that stuff. There's some, yeah, that's the treasure now. There's some treasure for Nate later, for Callum. But since he's not here at the moment on vacation, you will get that later. So you get out of the room, and Nate, gets out of his concentration, and he starts talking to you. He's like, I spoke to my god. Well, I'm kind of a god as well now, I guess. Okay, you guys have to listen to me. We have to split up for now. They can They can only open the doors with the chosen champion, and they don't have it yet, so there's time. And we need to get the legendary birds involved. Like, Lord Xatu knows, but the others don't yet. So, in my visions, I see me and Gary are going to stay here. You, Dustin, you should head east. Take one of the boats and head east, and we'll see what. You will find one of the birds there. There is a location where he lives, close by, nearby, and it's a Ho-Oh. If we find him, he may know where the others are or can notify him. But we really need to do this, and it's you who has to do this. He's like, even with all my psychic powers, I don't even know where Bobby is at this moment. So I'm probably he's guessing he's somewhere around here, and he's like looking around at the items. You know, he's very good at hiding, even for my new powers. We'll keep in contact. He's like, we'll keep in contact, you know, with the psychic thing, and he can teleport if needed. So it's not like you're completely alone. If you want to call out to them, you're possible. Sure. Okay, so yeah, he goes with you to like they walk with you towards the boats, to your vehicle that's there, and they tell you, you know, take the vehicle. And then Gary's like, come on guys, group up before we split up. do you join the group hug? Well, they can like put your head in if you're. Even you can still stand on your back legs. I mean, as a dog, you know. Yeah. So what's going to happen? Gary is going to give you for the moment his pauldron. They're just going to give you all their magic shit, basically, since they think it's important that you have it with you. So yeah, so you're gonna get the blue fire, which you already have, the volcanic fist, which you already have at the moment from your last fights. That's good. Yeah, the volcanic fist gives you like electric attacks against you is times a half, and it gives you the attack magnitude. Like yeah, like I'm gonna next time I'm just gonna make some sheets for it so you guys can share them. Yeah, that's also possible, but since there are attacks that are able to do, I think I'm gonna make some sheets so you can just click the attacks. I think that works better, like especially for your fire till. Those are like 3 attacks at the moment. It just will make it easier, I guess. Yeah, and you also get the leader's spot. Are you okay? That is a mute button, right? If you want. Okay, Zast, our new player says we will be joining the game soon. So you can also get the leader's pauldron, which is +5 to your defense at the moment, +1 special defense, and +2 dice for command rolls, and -2 speed. No, it's actually just speed normally, so it's not combat stage. But again, you don't have to like actually use all the items at once. You can also give them to if you meet any allies along the way. And to you have the boots of lightning. You just got. So you head out. You head out in the vehicle. The vehicle like floats up, and yeah, you're heading east. Um, um, maybe those two guys are still with you probably that control the ship. No, are they? Let me guess. Yeah, because you can't control the ship, right? So yeah, those two get off just with you. Um, they're putting in some coordinates. There's like some navigation on the system, and they're just heading towards the nearest city in that direction. Um, and let me see. Its name is they get from the navigation. They get the name Sky City. So that's where you're heading off to. Yeah, let's go to Zaz's character a bit, if you don't mind, Zaz. So unmute yourself. Okay, so you were going to play an Aron named Piston. You're always going to be like a world traveler situation just to see the world and tell people how the world looks. Yeah, we're just going to talk a bit background so that you have something to do here. Where are you originally from? Yeah, so did you had any like family when you left? Is it something you? It's like the Pokeaxe situation, right? You just because all Pokemon come out of the axe, so it's very possible that you don't know your parents if they drop the axe somewhere. Um, have you ever been into like near humans? Okay, so that's something you do like get out of the way of like humans. Um, yeah. So, but you are aware of like people catching Pokemon, using them to battle. That okay, that's something you are aware of. That's good to know. Um, tell me one of the sights. Like, what does have Piston ever see? It was like the most beautiful thing he saw until now. Like, oh man, that's great. Yeah. So I can tell you like a bit. You're currently traveling to meet. There's talks about a year. You're traveling towards a Ho-Oh. Because you know this Ho-Oh is it's one of the legendary Pokemon, and this Ho-Oh is known for answering questions to Pokemon. You get like maybe it's like he answers 3 questions for you. He's like very knowledgeable. But he also lives like in a beautiful Pokemon city, um, which is very known of. This Ho-Oh, you maybe was near him before because he travels around sometimes. But you're now heading to his own home to see him. Um, yeah, you're traveling by like a small airship. Think like this big blimp balloon, and beneath there is like a ship made, just connected with ropes to the balloon. It's not a very big ship. It's more like, sorry, what? What did you say? Sorry. It's not like well, it's like there's this captain on board. He is a Glyskar and a Gligar. I mean, sorry. No, wait, it is a Glyskar. Um, and he was going to travel there. It's more like sometimes there are travels boats for shipments between the place where you're going, between the Sky City and other places. So you're just taking a ride. It's not that's like something that's allowed to take rides on these guys. There's not like, oh, we need money, or so you see it's a sort kind of bus as a bus thing. Like you can get up on when you want. So in that case, it is public, but it's not like there's like 20 people on board now. Like it's very rare for people to get up. Um, so yeah, you're flying over this big giant sea, heading there. No, the captain currently he's still like he's busy with setting up the map and stuff, like setting out a route. But when he does it, he has some time to talk to you. So yeah, maybe Dustin. I was like, ah, Piston, was it? Ah, Piston. A traveler, are you? Want to see Sky City? Gonna see Ho-Oh? What are you gonna ask him? Let me advise you. Think in advance. People ask some stupid questions when they have to come up with it on the spot. Wait, what? So that's the thing that I should mention. Like, there is not like one Ho-Oh, one RTQ, and all. There's like many over time, right? They do get children and stuff. So this is a Ho-Oh, but this one is very known. Yeah, exactly. Because these guys, yeah, basically that's yeah. So especially for they're still like rare. It's not like that you see them like every day, because they get exactly. So they do get pretty old, like um, next to like normal Pokemon. Don't ask me how old a normal Pokemon gets. I don't know the rules. They never talk about it. But yeah, they're like some of them are like ancient beings. Yeah, you do see some like you did pass some islands like on the way, like overboard. He has some lot of stuff with him, so you expect him not to make this trip like regularly. It's not like I go to this every village like every week. It's like a 2-day travel. And he goes on, is like, I love my job being on this airship. Sometimes I go traveling around the world myself, but with my ship, of course, as a Glyskar. It's harder to get away from those humans, They took to the air as well. And yeah. And you meet more and more Pokemon along the way, am I right? Like new people to meet. It's great. I normally just give people rides, and they're very grateful for me to do it. And I'm very grateful that they come along. I like having some company. It's like, do you want something to drink? He just says some juice or water, something Pokemon drinks, and he gives it to you. So let's go back to the other group while you guys have a drink. Yeah. So for you, let me see what's your name. Cookie. Couldn't come. Cookie. What's your? Oh wait, I have to tell you, Cookie. While you were in electricity, I almost forgot. Like, Nate gave you a hug, and it was like, I think you're forgetting something. Just before you left. What did you say, Dustin? Good. And he's like this, and his eyes like light up, and just there's this like trigger, some energy like shooting at you, and again you evolve. Now you got the Jolteon evolution. Oh. As the chosen champion of electricity, he has the capability of giving you the electricity evolution. You don't have to be the Jolteon for the travel, that's up to you. Sure. So yeah, while you're traveling in this boat as a Jolteon, like sometimes like you said, you're getting used to the forms. Sometimes like little sparks fly over to the electric Pokemon, but they don't seem to mind. It's like little sparks; it doesn't hurt them. If it was like another kind of Pokemon with like softer skin, maybe it would be like, "Ow, stop that!" Like, and again, also like moving along in this small ship, like the spikes you have on your back are really sharp. Again, because they don't have soft skin, no issue. But if another Pokemon was here, we're going to use it. So you guys reach the surface and are traveling by surface because just takes less power. It's more safer because you're less. So that's like living a lot of Pokemon underwater, but on the surface there's just some bird Pokemon that fly by. Again, this thing is not made for like huge fast speeds. They did make some like adjustments. Cindy did make some adjustments to make it go faster. If you think back to like the Pokemon Snap game, it just went on the rails like very slowly. So yeah, but it does get some upgrades to go faster. It takes you about like a whole day goes by and nothing happens. You guys take shifts of sleep, like especially them, because you can't control the ship. Like the next day, you see this big ship, this big ass ship floating by the water, in the water. Make for me a perception check. So you get a 10. Oh, by the way, you're like fully healed up, no injuries anymore. I don't know if you had them still marked. Like 3 plus 4. Hey, what? Oh, a 10. So let me see. 10 is a pretty good roll. So yeah, first things off, you recognize the ship. It was one of the 3 ships that was in the bay. And you recognize the ship because the other 2 were blown up to pieces. Well, they weren't blown up. They could have been repaired. But this is one. There was the one that did the shooting. It was in the middle. This is the ship of the mercenaries. The Pokemon that are hired to work for these guys. But, so you're focusing on the ship with your eyes, and this is weird. You think to yourselves. On the ship, you see a Skuntank. And this is a very recognizable Skuntank. It's Captain Tailsmell, who actually wasn't with the mercenaries before. Yep. What? Like again, this is like a guy you have like a personal vendetta against, if I remember correctly. With your 10, because of your 10 perception, which is a pretty good roll, I'm gonna tell you you don't see a lot of other Pokemon on the ship. There's maybe like 3, 2. And they haven't spotted you, by the way. Like you have some advantage. Like this ship can go underwater if you want, so don't forget about it. Well, that's the thing, and that is something you like. That's something we can check since you can see him, but at a far enough distance, you are able to use your Pokédex just to check. Yeah, so let me check. Yes. Uh, oh man, he removed because my internet crashed. You removed. Oh no, some of them are still there. Okay. The Pokemon I completely generated at random. He dropped, so I have to find us back. But yeah, so you see Skuntank, level 35, gender male. You get like his attacks, moves, acid spray, screech, flamethrower, furry swipes, slash, poison gas. So yeah, what you recognize from this guy, he hasn't got any stronger since last time, but you have. Um, and you have like lots of magical items on you. And you can change your form towards it because you know the types poison, dark. So what would, let me see if you something good against. Ground attacks are good against them. Mm-hmm. But you do have a ground attack, which is magnitude from the glove. Yeah, that's the Pokédex for you. Like if you use it, this is the information I can give to you guys. Normally I wouldn't, like, except if you use the Pokédex, I can say like, oh, maybe change into this, or and if I remember correctly, last time you were something he was good against by accident. I think he was you were Umbreon, but I think because you couldn't change forms last time. That's true. I'm gonna quickly let me check this Pokemon. Sorry for my guinea pigs in the background. Oh, great. I'm making a lot of noise. Okay, so how are you gonna are you gonna go on the water with the with the machine stuff? Okay, so you tell the guys like no, go on the water. They immediately do what you ask of them. There's like maybe they talk for you. They haven't talked like much. They're like, are we gonna attack them? They're like, okay, it's time to get some payback on these guys. If you want, while you can distract them on the boat, we can try to sink the ship from beneath. So yeah, you guys like go underneath the ship with the ship. There's this like little hole for you to go out of, like on the bottom, so the water doesn't get in, but you can be able to go out. Maybe you change into a Vaporeon just for a moment, just to be able to swim, be more invisible while. Um, Let me see. So they will go up a bit. They got like a hole on the side for you to go through. Um, it won't sink the ship. Oh, maybe they. That's better. I think they go up and you stand above the ship, and from there you can go through one of the cannon holes. That's already there. So you jump through one of the cannon holes. You're inside the ship. Yeah, do stealth just to see if get noticed. 12. Okay, I'm gonna put it on this one. Oh, I see that I didn't add this one to my recording. So give me a second so that I can put this into the recording. Do you want to fight as a Vaporeon or something else? You can still change if you want. Just think a moment while. That's true. Okay. So yeah, you're currently still underneath the ship, like in the first level where they keep the cargo. You don't see anyone around, like underneath. There's a lot of cargo here, but not like cages, not like Pokemon. That's something you keep out, like, because you know they once you captured other Pokemon or Pokeax, there's nothing like that. So you sneak on top. You see the captain. He's talking to two other members of the crew. You currently don't see any other members. So, which is kind of weird because for this big ship, there was like 4 or 5 Pokemon on here before. But they're currently just traveling with the tree. It is possible with the tree to control this ship, but it's very slowly. You can't do like super good maneuvers or shift between going fast and slow very often. So it's a very slow going. He talks to, just for your knowledge, to a Beedrill and a Snowfrill. Okay. So yeah, you climb out. Are you gonna sneak on them? You gonna do a sneak attack before everything happens, or you want to talk before? If you're in a perfect position to do a sneak attack on them. Sure, go ahead. Just so you know, I don't know if it actually gives you anything extra bonuses to do a sneak attack in this game. I do know that what I do is like you get his attack before like we roll for who goes first and stuff. Okay. Yeah, you do. Attack targets. Well, I would say like you do this vortex of fire. Maybe you like because it's a surprise. I would say like see, we normally would have done 35 damage. I would say you do 5 damage on like all 3 of them because it's this big fire and they're all standing near together. They are noticed of your position. Let me quickly write down their healths. So it goes down for him. Everyone got a bit damage. And he's like, hey, what? Flareon? Oh, please don't tell me you're brother of that Umbreon I killed the other day. What was his name again? Let me... Chip. Yes. It's like, what? How is that possible? You were an Umbreon. I don't mind. I'm just gonna kill you again. And see what you come as back next time. If we go over now quickly to the Gliscor and our Piston. Piston, yeah, you saw this. You were looking at the ship before, and there was like a Gliscor as well, and he was zooming in, and you know it's ship. It's normally it's not that. It's weird to see Pokemon be controlling these kinds of ships, but again, it's not out of the ordinary, but it's just rare. But then he saw like a Flareon fooling fire at these guys. No, your guys are in the air, so they haven't spotted you guys because you're flying. Because nobody's really looking up. But you guys saw the ship and were looking at it, and the Glasgow is like, okay, we're going a bit closer. Something's wrong here. So he's heading away. He's going down with like small bits down. Again, like you don't know who the bad guy is in this situation because the first thing you saw was the Flareon shooting fire at these guys. And again, fighting Pokemon isn't always a sign of like you know, evil or good or something. Like some people do it for fun, like the trainers do, or for training. No, there's no. He's like visibly attacking the crew of the ship. Like I said, like it's you don't know if it's for fun, if there's or who the bad guy. Like you expect if there was a bad guy, you would expect at this moment to be this Flareon, but maybe they're just training or just having a fight for fun. So let's roll initiative on this thing. Add initiative. Oh, and let me put their tokens. Because you guys are still in the air. I think you guys will be here in one round. Like after the first round, you will be in range. Let me see. Because I had an old one for the Skuntank. Oh, I forgot to upload the other one, but I do have it. So, oh, I did upload. Where did it? Never mind. I'm just gonna upload it again. There you go. Let me see if I can mirror him. Flip vertical. Flip horizontal. So they were all three kind of here, and you all attacked him. Let me check their speeds. What did you roll? 14. So, what kind of items are you currently using? Just so I'm aware. You're not using them, or are using them? Speed boots and the fire, the blue fire probably. But since you are using the armor, did you take off the 2 speed? Yeah, so that will be a 12. I can adjust that manually. That's okay. Just making sure, because I was like, hey, not last time it was 13. Is the variant version that much faster? Okay, so let me roll. Let's see what their speeds are. So the Beedrill has a speed of 14. He's the fastest, I guess. It was currently it's plus 5 defense and plus 1 to special defense. No, plus 2 to special defense. Alright. Because, you know, the items sometimes get stronger over time. That's just one of the ones that happens to it. Beedrill, what were we again? Snover. Oh, did someone corrupt? Says, oh, you. We'll probably. We got Captain Tailsmell. See, he's back. Because internet's a dick. We all know it. Okay, so the speed of this guy. Oh, this one is slow. Yeah, he's 5. Yes, that's something you can. Like, we're gonna do a round system, so you can't do it before you get it. So probably once in this round, depending on how close you guys get in the next round. Maybe next. Let me see here. This speed. Oh man, this one is fast as hell. This one is 17. So he's going first. One beat roll go down. Okay. So let me check everything's okay here. Let me put the turn order over here. Okay. So Captain Tailsmell's going first. Let me see how much he can move. He can move 6. I would say there's like the stairs over here, so he has to move. They can't directly go at you. Around here. Let me see if he has some distance attack. Range 4 is not gonna hit you. Oh wait, you have to be close. How much distance is fire spin? Yeah. That's something to take into account. Okay. So, yeah, exactly. But it's for me, so just doesn't make so that it makes sense. Let me see what he's going to do on you. Yeah, he's going to. He switches. He just switches around with his back towards you. Does his tail up, and he's using poison gas on you. He can do it once every scene, AC of 6. So there's a big chance he's gonna miss. Wait, maybe he has something for poison gas? Yes, he does. He's going to use his odious spray advanced ability, which gives it a range of 8 and an AC of 2, so it makes it easier to hit on you. But he can only do that once. Oh, where did I? Oh, I forgot this side roll. An 11, so that probably hits. So he hits you. Let me check for what happens. So because he uses odious spray, his ability, as an AC of 2, and also flinches a target if it hits. So it hits, so you're flinched this turn. And you're poisoned. Correct. Yes, and since you flinch, I think you just can't do an action this turn. I don't know if you're able to move. Okay. So that's the Beedle's turn. Let me see what the Beedle can do. He can poison you as well, but I don't think that makes much sense. Yeah, he's going to use Focus Energy, which raises his critical range from 20 to 70 to 20 for this turn. And he's going to move like a bit around you, like over here. So then we skip your turn, correct? Then it's a Snover's turn. Let me see if he can do some. He's going to do a grass whistle. He's trying to basically to make you go to sleep. Check here, but it is a high AC. It's an AC of 6. Agree, check. So, but he does hit. So you fall asleep. I'm gonna check up sleep because I don't think. Well, we have seen sleep before. No, I don't think so. Yeah, but I don't know if somebody hits you, does it wake you up in this game? Suddenly, does a hit wake you up? Check. So you have done your hardening by now, Zaz. You're actually, so in this turn you're now actually like next to the ship. I'm gonna do a little frying freehand. You're over here. And since they're in battle, they're not noticing, but you see these three guys. It's a 3-to-1 fight, which seems a bit unfair, even if it's for you know, um, even if it's for play. That's just not nice. But if it's like people really fighting, you don't get why this. If this one guy would be bad, why he would be so dumb to fight just three guys. And if these three guys would be good, yeah, well, they kind of like taking him out at this moment. He's also asleep. He didn't get a turn. You don't get the feeling he's that powerful. So it seems kind of fair to you what's happening here. So I'm just gonna give you a turn. What's your? Can you roll your speed? Just so we. If you select your token, it will automatically. Okay. Just making sure some people don't know that. I'm almost near sleep on the sheets. Wait, bad sleep? Is that the same as sleep? Oh yeah, I see. Here's sleep. Sleep. At the end of the sleeper's turn, they may have a DC 16 save check to wake up. Whenever a sleeping Pokemon takes damage or loses life from an attack, they wake up. This does not include loss of life from passive sources such as poison or burns, but active attacks and effects. Wait, how can you take passive damage from poison if it only happens when you take an action? Oh, because trying to wake up is an action. Great. Okay. Okay. Sure. So what you see, Aaron, is like the other Pokemon's asleep, but you can see these guys are probably gonna attack him again. Currently, it's not your turn, but you can do it hard. Let's say you got another harden out before, just to make it. So Captain Tailsman also is sleeping. Let me see if he's gonna. So he doesn't get any bonuses for attacking you now, correct? It's not like he gets an automatic hit or. Ah, okay, so evading is hard. Okay, let me see something for him with like a low AC. Well, he's not going to use flamethrower. Because that don't make sense. Oh, he's going to use. Oh wait, if it only damages you, it wakes you up, correct? Okay, then he's going to use acid spray on you. For this, he needs to be range 4, so that's possible. So he's going to use acid spray. Acid spray lowers the target's special defense to combat saves. Oh wait, it does do damage. So I thought it didn't do damage. 20. Crit. Shit, man. Now I have to look up what the crit does. Double the dice. Yes, Special defense 2 combat stage is lowered. 2d6 plus. Whenever the user has lowered by something other than its own move's ability, the user's attack is nice. Plus 8 is plus 22. So I'm gonna double the dice, so that's another 10, so that's 42. Minus your special defense, I guess. Yep. Oh wait, while I have a moment, let me just put their H points on the screen so I know. So this one has this. They already been damaged, but I'm not gonna look up their full health. So that this is actually their full health for the moment. Even though it isn't, it's just the health that you put them on with your fire spin. Oh wait, I'm messing something up because this content is more than that. Don't confuse the Pokemon. So he has this. That way it's easier for me to check what her health is and for you to see what's happening. Okay, so it's the Beedrill's turn. So you do wake up from the hit. Because that's decided that it works like that. The Beedrill. I can do focus energy again, but I think he's going to attack. Yeah, he's going to use. Yeah, he's going to use Fury Attack, which is 5 strikes. So as long as he doesn't miss, they keep attacking. Correct? I think there was something like that. Like when he misses, he can't attack again. I think that was the rule for this one. Okay, well, let's look it up because I think that was the thing we did last time. Whenever a move with 5 strike is used, roll 1d8. Oh, on a result of 1, the attack hits 1 time. On a result of 2, 3, the attack hits 2 times. On a roll 4, 5, 6, the attack hits 3 times. On a result of 7, the attack hits 4 times, 8, 5 times. Okay. And then multiply the damage amount of times hit. Okay, so first roll, I'm gonna roll the damage. Maybe I'm one with another one. Like maybe it wasn't. I know the attack because it was on him last time. This guy used furry swipes last time, and I think we did it like that. But that's okay. We're gonna do it like this now. Maybe that's something that has changed, or we looked it up wrong last time. So 1d6. Yep. So 21. Oh man, he rolled a 1 on his d6. Okay, so I'm gonna roll a d8 to see how much I gonna multiply it by which. So 4, which meant I think it was 2 or 3. No, 4 is 3 times. So that's 12. Yeah, you're right. So it's more roll damage. Let me see. Is it roll damage plus? Yeah, it's plus the 8, right? That's the base. I think. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, correct. So I'm not adding his attack on this one, but base damage is 1d8 plus 8. That's the base damage. So I rolled a 1, so it's 9 times 3 is 27, plus 17 is 44. Oh wait, I didn't roll to hit, right? Let's see if he hits. Because he can get a crit easily, so that's why he crits. He did focus energy last time. No, extends by 3, so that's 17, 18, 19, 20. Um, so is it only the dice that's doubled? So that's almost nothing. So you get an extra 3 damage on that one. 47. Yeah, what? No, because then I'm generating them, which it will take me much more time to. And I think 47 is more than enough damage on this guy. So we'll get there. It's just easier not to make macros for these guys because it would take a lot of time, and like lots of time you guys don't even meet them. And this way I'm more flexible for what you guys meet for random encounters and stuff. So yeah, did you take your damage? Yeah, so there was a. Yeah. Okay, so it's your turn. If I were you, I would take on the other guys first. Yes, that's a tip. Yes. So you do hit 50 damage. Because it's a beetle, it's times 2. Yeah, this guy doesn't survive that attack. There's no possible way. Let me see if something else happens. No. Because this guy, he has 53 health. So an attack of 400, he's not gonna. He's down. Um, I'm checking on my. This 1.5 is. Oh man, this. Okay. Wait. What? Did something change? Let me see. What type advantages? I'm just quickly gonna check in the sheet because I want to do this. Hmm. Which page? Do you know? Okay. Okay. Then I will take that. That's good to know. Then I will take it into account. But that will probably let me see because this guy's not that high level. It still kills him, like drops him. But it's good that you tell me, so I'll know to adjust that from these sheets because they do update this Pokemon generator with new Pokemon, but they don't change the attacks. Or maybe I'm gonna mill this guy. No, the attacks are wrong, the defense is wrong. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna put a little cross on him. There we go. Then it's your turn, Aaron. Aaron, the ship flies a little bit more closer to here, so that you're able to jump off if you want, so you don't have to run like 3 rounds to get here. If you want, we can drop you here. And I'm saying talking is like a free action. Like everybody, you can start a discussion if you want, like with other Pokemon while in battle. And you do notice this cookie. There's like a ship with a big balloon coming nearby, and a Pokemon jumps off. Yep. And the captain goes, "Get off my ship, you little metal thing. You don't have to get involved. If you go now, we don't have to capture you." "I said stay out. Now go with that small ship of yours." Yeah, you keep forgetting it. Let me see. Iron Hand. So it does hit. See, every other type steel, 33 damage, physical, range me, one target dash. What does the dash do again? Oh yeah, you can move before you do the attack, correct? Oh, okay, yeah. Who are you doing it? Against the captain or against the snowbird? Okay, so it's steel, so that's times 1.5 against him. That's 33. What's half? 7. 49. Minus his defense. Let me see, his defense is 7. So 49, 42 damage. He's still up, which is surprising. Okay. So now it's their turn. I have to look up because I think there's something if there's 2 Pokemon next to you, if I remember correct. And I'm gonna check. Yes, but that is something he can do this turn. Okay, so if they're adjacent, it doesn't count. So he just has to go like this. And then you're... Okay. By foes, they take a -2 penalty to your evasion for them doing this. Let me see. So you're a steel type. So he is going to use... Yeah, fuck it. He's going to use Swagger on you. Yeah, let's first see if he hits. He misses. Oh no, wait. No, it has the 4 hit. I'd say there's the -2, but it doesn't count for their AC, so he just misses. That's his turn. Now for the captain, since you're next to him, he is going to use Flamethrower on you. Okay, so how does Protect work? You can do it at will. How many times can you do that? Nice. Is it free scene action or like a reaction? Okay, nice. Oh, move protector here. I see it. Self scene type normal. Stated. If the user is hit by a move, the user may use protect. The user is not hit by the move, you do not take it. So first, yeah, let me see if I hit, or else it wouldn't. Yeah, that was what I was thinking. 3 for Flamethrower. I think that misses. No, that hits. Because AC for Flamethrower is 2. And your evasion is -2 at the moment, so I think that hits. Because you're flanked. Okay. So there's no Beedrill anymore. Sorry, Beedrill. Maybe you hear like in his wings is like moving around, like flapping. He's like moving, like he's out of bounds. He's still like, he's just badly hurt. He's not getting up. It's your turn, Cookie. Yep. Yeah, you can get far enough, especially with the boots you're carrying. You probably can get far enough for Magnetic to not hit. Do I have to roll d6? Okay. Okay. It's 5 plus X. Yep. Wait. Yes. And that's the first time I see the damage base with the numbers. I never saw that before. I just always rolled what was behind it. So 45 times 1.5 is at 40, no, 68. Minus his, it wasn't special, right? It was the normal. Physical. Can he, let me see. Okay, so minus 15 of the, what was 77 I said? Yes. Wait, 68 minus 15 is 53. My head is a calculator. It's around 50. Yeah, minus his 15 makes it, yeah. Okay, you took a lot of damage off this guy. Almost half his life. Then it's your turn, Piston. Every time I say Piston, I have to think Piston. I have to think Piston Cup. Do it. See the hits. 34. It's a metal steel attack on this guy, which is times 1.5. Yep, he's down. Don't have to check. Let me check. Spirit Surge. Does Metal Claw do something to yourself? Does it? Ah, okay. That's good to know. Let's cross him out. Bring it down. This little cross. So yeah, how does what does Metal Claw look for Aron? You hit him, and he's like, all his hairs go straight up for a moment and just falls over. Big thwomp, and he hits the boat. Now this captain's like, why do guys like you keep stopping our plans? It's just not fair. Come here. So Snover's gone. His turn. Pedro's gone. So yeah, he can't use his fire attack this turn. Because that's once every other turn. Let me just see what gets the most damage on him. What would work better against steel? Poison or normal? Okay, so he has to come up. Where are you taking your poison damage this whole time, Cookie? Okay, but you're also been using your bell to heal. Oh, okay. Slash. Let me see how much this guy can move. He can move 8. No, where is it? Move. 6. That's a question for you guys. Is there something when you get like out of range of someone who's next to you? Is there like a penalty? Oh yeah, that was it. I just okay. So he's gonna jump overboard. So Aron gets Piston gets attack of opportunity. Miss. Oh yeah, I just got reminded myself. You also next to like your Pokédex and the magic weapons, you have like a Pokeball gun, which you can capture. I think it was one Pokemon in at a time. I'm not sure. So yeah, he jumped overboard. He still has some movement left because it's a jump. Let me make a check for him to see because it's a big jump down. Let me make an acrobatics roll. Oh man, he's bad at acrobatics. Roll 1d6 plus 1. It's like Geronimo, and yeah, he does get hit a bit. Let's say 5 damage for him. And now I'm gonna check if he can swim. Yes, luckily he can swim. He can swim, still like a bit to here. That's your guy's turn. Change. I would say it's an action, because that's why I normally do it before the fight. You can still move. You can also like move, then use your action to move further, I would say. Yep, I expected that. Wow, the magical change. Boop. Nice. Nope, it's not raining, I would say. Maybe if you get out of the water, it will count as rain. Like if you're, but when you're in the water, I wouldn't say. So it's your turn, Piston. Or, wait, do you have some movement left, or do you want to just stay there? I think yes. Okay. I really like that we have like a steel poke now. We're getting so much different attacks than we used to have. Nice. I'm gonna take that down. So he probably can only move like 1 or 2 in the water. So that hits 32 damage. The range 6, which I would say it is. Even with the heights, you're Oh, that's okay. I know where you were on the effect low speed but compensates the hit for 32. Is it special or is this? Oh, it's physical. How does Rock Tomb look like? Do you like? Where do the rocks come from? Normally, wasn't Rock Tomb attack that would like put rocks uh, around the Pokemon? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Great. So minus is 15. So he's gets left. Check. So yep, 31. So then it's his turn. Yeah, that's why his speed is probably going down. So he moves a bit closer to you, and he's going to use flamethrower on Piston again, because it's back. And he's a douchebag. 14, I think that hits. God damn it. I forgot that. Signing ground one. Nice. Well, 36 on you. Let me see if there's anything he can do here. Nope. Yeah, you use the gun. Like it's more like a gun-ish. So you're gonna shoot at him. I would say he's at enough. It's more like if he's down, you can use it. Like, yeah, it's more like capture him for the moment kind of deal. So you can just you can probably take him down this turn, or else your buddy will. Yes. So his evasion is normally 3, but I'm gonna say because he's in the water and he's already slowed down, he's probably not gonna evade this stuff. Oh, okay. So let me see. So I would say you hit 37. Confuses the target symbol. You don't have the 17 plus. So 37 minus his special. It's 14. It's 23. Let me see how much he's left. He's still up. So it's up to our friend Piston to get this guy down. Piston, you're up. It's like he's just like I gotta curse you guys. He's like every breathing from swimming. One day I'm gonna get you guys back like I did last time. Yes, you missed. Like a guy like rocks fall beneath him like swimming and he's like he just for some reason you just miss. Maybe he's too close to the ship that saves his ass like the rocks hit the ship. I know that's what happens. Like the Gliscar and the guys underneath the ship, they're attacking the ship and they just make a big like hole in the ship and it kind of tilts and that's why you miss. Like you weren't expecting the ship to tilt when using your attack. And the rocks just fell, almost hitting like Cookie in the parts of the ship, but not hitting him. Yeah, but there's not much he can do. Guess can he swim underwater? He probably can. Yeah, it's not like he can swim like 1 or 2 meters underwater. It's not like he's gonna can hide trying to do that. Like if you swim 8 underwater, yeah, you can hide. Like for him, not much. Yeah, he's going to try first swipes again, just hoping for that D8. 3, so that again hits. Let me check. I think it was 3 times for 3. Oh no, it's 2 times for 3. So yeah, he's going to swipe. Let's say 2 times. Cause I'm not gonna look it up again. D20. No, not D20. Cause oh yeah, let's see if he hits. So roll D20. Let me see. Probably gonna miss because he sucks. No, he gonna hit. So it's 1d6 plus 5. Come on, roll 20. Help me here. Don't screw me over. So times 2 is 18 plus 14 is 32. Wait, is the poison not? It's like your soothing bell. Your bell is like stronger than the poison. Oh yeah, so the poison count this. It takes more the same. Okay. Yeah, and the damage almost always goes first down from temporary hit points. So okay. It's your turn, Cookie. Oh, Cookie, we never talked about this. For Dustin, I would say when you're in the water, um, I used the blue flame before in the water. Yeah, it works. I was thinking maybe it doesn't work, but it works. Yeah. No, but just making sure. I was thinking of maybe it doesn't work, but I think the first time you were Vaporeon, you used it, so I'm not gonna counter. So no, it doesn't work. No, it just still works. Water pulse. A bull. So yeah, this guy, he's knocked out and he starts going underwater. You see like the last air bubbles. Yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll for that. That's for him now in the water. It's like an easy hit. He's pretty much a big guy. So we see that's for maybe for especially for Piston. Like they both, you see the other one going down, going on the water with bubbles. Vaporeon goes after him. You see this beam of red light, and then a much bigger red light from where the captain was. And then you see the Vaporeon coming up with like a device in his mouth, looking like a gun, but I don't know if you know what a gun is. It's your character. Yeah, like it's like a Pokeball gun. It's more like you can aim it and shoot it. Except it's not really a Pokeball. It's just for temporarily capture. It's not like the guy can't go out of it, but there's only like space for one. But it's not like if you catch him, like nobody else can catch him. When he comes out, he's just a normal Pokemon. He's not a captured Pokemon. Yeah, but he can't get out unless you like release him. Sure. I Do you mean changing form or the gun or? Like, that sounds like she dead. She dead. Did she kill him? She's somewhere else. Drowsy. No, actually, she. I don't think she was. I'm not sure if she was asleep necessarily, but there were some being captured asleep by drowsy. The captain, he like glides down from the airship. He's like, "Okay, you got those guys. Quick! This ship is sinking, so maybe we should get them on our ship, especially these unconscious bodies. And let's have a look downstairs. Maybe they got some stuff that we don't want sinking." It's like, yeah, good. Yeah, so the beat roll, and the guys are put on the ship. Like you guys are getting like just the Glyskar helps like getting like the ship is low enough, like the airship, that you can just like drop it on there while the ship is sinking. Um, so yeah, the ship goes down. Like you get most of the crates off. Like some of them you just pull off. You're like you feel, oh, this pretty light. It's gonna float, so we can get that one later. So the ships enter the water. He's just on the water, the airship. Your friend's ship, the vehicle you came with. Just let me put it here for a moment. Where is it? Got somewhere, I guess. Is it gone? Let me quickly copy it from another sheet, just so we're. Let me, this one gone. Okay. I'm quickly going to another sheet so that I can copy that thing. Where is it? Objects and tokens. I'm gonna copy this. Copy. Go back to this sheet. Sometimes Roll20 just hates me. It's like, nope. There it is. So just so you're aware, Zaz, it's like the Pokemon Snapmobile, but it's adjusted. So it is red one, but it's able to go off rails. So it does like moving capabilities through water, over land. It does have some flying capabilities, but they're not much used. It takes a lot of energy to use that one. And since a short period, it can also go underwater. So they put the ship on here, and outside of it step a Golett and a Clink. They're like, Cookie, did we do a good job? Are you still okay? Good. Wait. They look around and they see like this guy, and this guy is like, Where's Captain's gun tank? like these guys are from they know what a gun is. Like, wait, what? You killed him? Oh, okay. Okay. That sure. They're not from the Liquid City. These were the guys you guys saved from the submarine from the lake town. They- that's okay. Like, you saved like a lot of golets and clinks from the submarine. So that's why they are able, like, they control the submarines. That's why they're able to control this machine. It's not very different. Like, it's probably much easier. um, so yeah, the captain introduces to you is like, I'm Captain Kite. Welcome. Like they start like, what are you doing out here, like in the middle of the sea? Ah, that's where we're heading. What the, well, you. I don't think you were able to get it with that ship. I mean, it's pretty high up. Why are you going to the Ho-Oh? And like in the meantime, like the ship starts going in the air, like slowly again, like he probably said, like, okay, let's give it. We'll give you a ride. We'll give you. You can travel with us. So it flies up, and he keeps talking with you. It's like, why you're heading towards the Ho? Do you want him to answer some questions as well? And he's like, the what? What? What the hell are you talking about? The chosen champions. Yeah. So he talks to like the other two steel Pokemons. Like, did he fell on his head? What the hell is he talking about? That he's just rambling on. Does he need some water? Has he been drinking seawater too much? Like, again, this guy didn't like saw you change. He was too busy while you guys were fighting to sink the ship. Um, what? What kind of magic is this? Dark magics? Ah, oh, believe me, son, I've seen some dark magics in my time. I'm not saying anything. are you are you trying? That's pretty much his plan, yes. You have a trainer? What? You're getting me more confused, boy. What's going on? Wait, his trainer is in possession of a hypno? What does that do with anything? Which islands? There's like hundreds of them out here. Paradise Plains. Wait, you mean the big island? What's wrong with it? It's what? And he runs to like the wheel of the ship. And he's like, turn around. Let's go there then. He's turning around the ship. Oh, okay. And he turns around the ship again. And he like turns up the speed a bit, knowing what you have said. He's like, what's going on? Is everyone okay? Like you say, people getting captured, humans on the islands? How? This does. What are they after? They're after the magical power source from the islands. I know I've heard stories about it. I didn't know it was real, but seeing you change, there's probably some magic on those islands. And you say you have to find these heroes? Guardian champions? And you still can't beat the Rasas? You have 3 champions. That sounds like enough to me. Yeah, they need one to get access to the power, correct? Yeah. Okay, I get it. Better be safe than sorry. If you're not strong enough, you get captured. Ah, so that's why they're capturing humans and Pokémon as a bargaining chip, right? Like this point where the Clink and the Golem like talks like, yeah, they captured us from a different. We're not from here. We're from mainland. They captured us. Well, they enslaved us to work on like submarines and blimps and that kind of stuff. They still have lots of our family captured. We're trying to help these guys who are getting powerful, like very strong, and we think they have a chance. They have many victories on these guys. I think this one is. We're adding this one to the book as a victory. Let me see if there's any information they still want for him. No, I'm just thinking if the captain still wants any information. Do you know who's after this? Who's behind this? Like you keep listening. I was like, wait, so many? Is it like a group or is there one in charge? Yeah, so you've captured this one. This one wasn't like kind of a general. He was part of the disarmed. The Houndoom was the main like leader of the disarmed. So you basically now taken down disarmed. This was like one of the main guys. Still, he was like one of the main, but he wasn't like the leader. So you've basically taken out one group completely. It's, the rest you haven't captured. Yeah, you are well. Like we can talk about. You know of the disarmed, which are before stats. These are Pokemon who are four-legged and don't ever get hands and arms while they evolve. So they feel that they're like, yeah, they feel they're inclined to like, better forms, and that the magic can help them, be able to be bipedal and get hands and stuff or anything like that. Um, then you are aware of just random mercenaries. This is just strong Pokemon being hired. There's not like really a leader from there. They're just in for the money. You taken down some of them. You're aware of the Licky Lick. Yeah, Lord Lixton. He is basically he enslaves Pokemon, and he's very technology man. Thank you. Yeah, so he's using like vehicles and stuff. You saved some. You've beaten him once, but he escaped. But you catch a lot of Pokemon and like taken tons of his toys. And he's basically after power himself, but in a different way. He just wants to be like no power against. You know of a Yamask who is in charge together with a Bennett. Those are like also sergeant. They don't really have a team, but they work for themselves. Um, you have like the main big guy, which is you only seen his cloak like in visions. They've seen him. It's a cloaked figure because Gary's seen him and Nate has seen him in visions. Uh, and basically Nate like learned the information last time that this Pokemon used to be human himself, and he's searching. He wants to use the magic to not only like the others like to get better forms as Pokemon, but also being able to change humans into Pokemon and Pokemon into humans. Um, his name's Bill. No, his name is Todd. That's why the vehicle was here. He just wants to get those beautiful, beautiful pictures. um, and you know of the drowsy, but you don't know exactly how he fits in yet. He's keeping people asleep and he's eating their dreams, and he's like just chilling, just eating dreams of the captured ones. Let me think if there's somebody else that I'm forgetting. I think that's about it. That's those guys. Yeah, there was the Aerodactyl, but he kind of worked for himself. He didn't work with the guys. But just yeah, yeah, that's yeah. So you explain all that shit to him. Oh, that's kind of I forgot to tell you. Like maybe you didn't notice before. Maybe Piston didn't notice this before. But there's like a blue flame on the tail of this Eevee. And he's wearing shoes with like maybe you're like, okay, he just has some weird fashion choices. No, Jolt. Like I'm always calling this Eevee because he's I don't know which evolution he's at which point. You're Jolteon right now, right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, it's back and still. Shoes and almost like a stone shoulder which goes like to his which would be your leg, like the top of your legs, like made of stone. Like I would say you wear shoes like only on the back since you're wearing the volcanic. Like you have 3 shoes and 1 volcanic glove. It's just like this rock on his hand with glowing glove. You're looking like incredibly like weird. Oh, you also don't forget you've like a dog collar with like a Pokedex thing on it, like circle. Yeah, so maybe that's why I explain like to find. There's like 2 things you need to find. You guys are searching for the chosen champions, which you found actually 3 of 4 you're aware. Yeah, that's it's a bit confusing. There's 4 that you were aware of at first. You found 2, but then the shadow was added. But you're also searching for temples with guardians, with protectors, and those mostly give you items. The temples and guardians are more connected to the old magics of the town. So I'm gonna confess here, and I think there's some information you're not aware of, Cookie. But I'm like maybe like the Glyskar tells you about the temples because he knows about the temples. So some of them. So there's the temple. The first temple you guys met was the Temple of Human Sacrifice. Basically, this is the temple because the magic was born. This is born from the connection that humans and Pokemon had on the island, but then bad humans came on the island and they misused the Pokemon. They captured them, so the humans sacrificed themselves to create. They already had magic, but they sacrificed themselves with the magic to create a bigger magic that keeps humans essentially out of this area. So they actually we're gonna we sacrifice ourselves so the Pokemon gets protected. So that's like one of the main reasons for the magic power that exists. Every island has its own temple. So the underwater electric island, the ice island, the fire island, and the water island. But you haven't found the water island one yet. But you have found the fire temple and the electric temple. You have found the 2 ones of that. Like one is like the transition into that one that you found, and one is like the underworld of the Pokemon where the ghost Pokemon live. You have found that one, and I think that's essentially. Oh no, you found the one on the extra island, was Evolution Island, where you got your rock, which is the temple of like evolution and stuff. I think those are the ones you have found. Like again, says if you ever have any questions after, like, can you remember, write it down. I can do that for you because it's like a lot of information, and I know some stuff gets very confusing. So yeah, you guys talk about it, and it's getting into the night. You're flying. Let me think if there's anything else I want. Oh yeah, so you tied up the Beedrill and the Snover. But at this point, they wake up after like a few hours. And like the Beedrill, he really doesn't talk. It's more like bzz, bzz. Beedrills can't talk, but you also know other Pokemon who just maybe he isn't because there is a Pokemon the group knows which is a Makuhita who only says Makuhita, and we essentially said it's like a Hodor situation. That's like every Pokemon for humans is like a Hodor. But maybe it's more like a different kind of language that only bugs can speak. It's like bzz. And the Snover, he wakes up like, they captured us. Where's our captain? Well, I don't really care for him any much. He didn't pay us for so far. You guys got money? Can I work for you guys? Then I won't. Like, you do have money. I don't know if you gave it all out. Like, essentially because I gave money for you guys separate and with your own But you know that it is possible for the rebels to, like, they have money, so they are able to pay this guy. The thing is, do you want him? Like, there's a thing, right? If the bad guys are just gonna pay him more again, I mean, it's like maybe he's gonna switch sides again. Like, like that's the thing. Like, how much do you trust? Yeah, you can always bluff, right? I mean, like you said, this guy hasn't paid any penny, and he still worked for him. Like, he didn't work for this guy before, because when he was before with disarm this guy, and now he's like having the mercenaries around. Yeah, normally you guys mentioned that we mentioned them as the locals of the island, like the inhabitants. It's like, sure, free me and I'll work for them. I'll work for the money they have. Okay, so he's like, so we have to go back with this and take him with. Sure. Well, it's like the captain's like, well, I can take you. We can drop them off, and then they're faster back then. Um, sure. Let's do that. How about this one? And he like points at the beetle and he's like, bzz, bzz. And he does like this with the two things he has to like. Oh, he's saying he also wants the money. Yeah, he's going for the money. Can he come with? Sure. Like, so the ship goes down into the water. The vehicle can go off, and he's like the golem and the golem doesn't really wave goodbye because he doesn't have any arms. So the golem like, see you later, guys. We'll take those back. Be safe. Don't wanna be And then like maybe we see like we get the scene of them like in the vehicle underwater. It's like, oh man, I really wanted to go on an adventure. Now we have to take these two back. Always, always the bitch. No, just kidding. Okay, so yeah, you guys fly off again. You guys, it takes like maybe another day, but you're flying higher. Like, you already went this high. Piston already went this high, but for you, you haven't like flown this. Like, you've flown before with the other vehicle this far, like once. You're near to the clouds, and you're actually going up the clouds every day, like going through the clouds. And in the sky, you see like this. It's like a tornado. It doesn't reach the ground, but it's like a tornado above, like this stream of air in like a tube form. You just see it spinning around. There's some items in there flowing up. Um, you're thinking really hard, and you suddenly evolve into nothing. Like, you stay yourself. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Is there other forms of Eevees? I would say those are official, right? Those are made up. Yeah, and PTU they are, but I, yeah, I'm saying that you never know when the next game or thing is gonna come out, and then there's gonna be another air form. I wouldn't say no. I don't want to get you too OP here, right? There is a limit to your powers. You probably get a flying item somewhere. Like, Gary can hover, Nate can fly. I mean, you're covered for the flying, so I would say no. Yeah, You could try. I mean, that's okay. But you know, you have the Gleiscar. So when you look up the air tube, you see this city of like this boat, like houses with these balloons on top of them. Like they're all connected with like rope bridges, and it's like this big city of flying balloons connected with rope. And it's not all like all on the same level. So some fly higher, some fly lower. Some actually are like flying islands. Like they just put a piece of rock with a balloon on there. And your guys are going up there with the ship, and he's like, the captain's like, "Ha, there it is, boys. Sky City. Isn't it beautiful? It's my home." Indeed it is. And you see this, there's like this bigger building like in the middle. It's maybe like a tower like on the middle of the air spiral that's going up. And it doesn't have any balloons, it's just standing there, but it is turning because of the wind like around it. Like it's covered by the wind spiral. And just turning around like this big tower. You guys are going up, and you see all these Pokemon up here. It's not only flying Pokemon, but it's mostly flying Pokemon. But it's all kind of different kinds again. You know, there's this like this port where you guys can put your ship. You see other ships which are similar but different enough to be recognizable from each other. Like, here we are, boys. So you want to see Ho-Oh? Let's get. I'm gonna take my stuff off the ship, but you can go ahead. It's the big tower over there. Just follow. Okay, that's a quick question for your two past Pokemon. Does any of your guys' Pokemon have a fear of heights? Yeah, so the rope bridges are like pretty scary to go over. Even if you're not scared of heights, they're just moving a little bit. There's not much wind up here, even though it's a spiral. It doesn't like hit the bridges, or it doesn't reach the main. Like it's basically underneath the city, and around the tower it spins, but it's not like there's any wind up here. It's like a wind-free zone, but it moves a bit. I've recently played one Final Fantasy, but for the rest I haven't. Like I haven't even I'm not that great into Final Fantasy yet. Maybe later on, but maybe it looks like it. I'm not aware. They're great games here, but I played one and I was like, takes too long. Okay, so you get up there. Do you guys like immediately head to the city? Because when you walk, you see like an inn, which you see like shops. Like I said, you don't Aaron. The Aaron doesn't. Your Piston doesn't have any money at this moment. Well, maybe the Gleiscar gave you some money for helping getting the stuff off the ship. Yeah, let's say each of you get 800 for that one. And the money basically here is it's like jewels, which are worth around 800. Like there's like some gems you get they use for money. It's not like printed money with some stuff on it. It's more like gems and stuff they use. So what are you guys doing? Headed towards the tower? Going to one of the different buildings? What's the plan? Sure. So you're heading towards the tower. You have to cross like a lot of bridges, and the longest bridge you have to go is towards the tower. That is very long, and you're shaking. It's this beautiful, like, think the Tower of Pisa, like a Greekish tower. It's very big, like made of rock. So for this is the only building actually made of rock. Most of all the other buildings are made of wood and stuff. It's just standing there, and it's like slowly turning. But for some reason, it's able to be kept up. So you're heading towards there, and you get to this closed wooden door. It's like the two doors, like a gate, and it's closed. Do you guys knock on the door? Okay, so who knocks? Using your hat, like. So yeah, let me see what you can roll. I just want to see how loud your knock is, to see if anyone hears. Let me check your sheet. Quickly see what you can roll for this one. Hey, why does your sheet look different from the? Oh wait, oh, you were on a different page. Yeah, we normally use. Let's see here. Yeah, you can either use combat because it's like attacking the door, or is there power somewhere? I don't see power on here. Where's power? Yeah, you can also use let's say athletics, just because it's strength based. I see you haven't filled those in, so let me give me your sheet. Okay. Oh, nice. It's pretty strong. 18. Damn. You rolled 2 6s. So yeah, you. Yeah, you had 1 4, but it was like pretty high up there. So you mug the door, like the door even like opens up a bit, like a quick in the middle. Not big enough for you to go through. Like somebody like immediately runs down, like whoa, whoa. Like he opens the door further, and you see this whole lucha like opening the door. It's like, oh, who's there? Can I help you, sirs? He's like, oh, you guys haven't heard? He's on one of his travels. There's a big festival for him in the human regions. Let me think. And he grabs this book and he scrambles through it, looking the pages. It could be next week, but possibly 4 months. Well, easy. Let me check his schedule. Oh, he should be nearby. It shouldn't be a few days travel with an airboat. He gives you like coordinations. I suggest going there. Is there a reason that you're in such a hurry? That sounds like a hard question, and I'm not able to. And he's like looking. Nope, don't got any books on that, I guess. Yeah, I should suggest going to Hello. Bird, what? Oh no, those are guinea pigs. In the background, yep. I thought, okay. So he talks like, well, yeah, that's closing like a few days of travel with airboats. There's a lot of airboats around here. You probably came on one. There's not much else I can do. I can't send him a message at this point. I wish I could. Yeah, I should talk to some of the people in the city here. Maybe head towards the inn, have a night's sleep, and we'll have an airboat for you guys ready in tomorrow. I got the feeling that it's important that you go to him. You have this look upon you. Like, so you guys do you head towards the inn? But this is a question for Piston. Piston, like you were going here to meet the guy and ask him some questions. Is this still your goal at this point? Is that why you're traveling with? Um, okay, so like basically your plan is helping him to get to the Ho-Oh for this point. Like I'm gonna help him because he's traveling alone at this point. Maybe it will change when we'll reach the Ho-Oh. Sure. So yeah, you guys heads toward the inn. Um, there's like a Squirtle who's running the inn. He's like spit like cleaning one of the glasses with his water pistol attack, like and then cleaning it with a towel after. Like again, it's a water Pokemon. Like if it was another Pokemon, that was the thing. Like if it was another Pokemon spitting there, it would be kind of gross. But since it's a water attack, it's like yeah, like Squirtle water is like completely drinkable and clean. Like same for your Vaporeon form. If you shoot a water attack, it's not like your spit or your puke that you're shooting. It's actually just clean water. It's safe to drink for others. So he's like, "Ah, good evening. Guys need a room? You're out of luck, ain't you? You came for the Ho-Oh, but he's on his trips, on his travels. That's too bad. Well, I hope. So you guys gonna wait? I don't know when he gets back. How it's like you haven't noticed, but like the Captain Kai was just laying there drunk on the boat. Like I can take you guys tomorrow. Since I dropped my stuff here. And he's like falling on the board. Just remind me tomorrow that I promised this, and he just falls down again. And he's like, bartender, please give them a drink from me. And he's just like for the time you've been gone, like how drunk he is at this point, he must have been drinking like a lot very fast. Like the Squirtle, like he pours you guys some drinks. Like Cookie, you probably never had anything else than water or maybe some special Pokemon drink. Like alcohol is like completely new to you. Like maybe the parents of the kid, drink wine or champagne or stuff. You see, like that's your thing because it's like a weird smell to it. Do you want to drink it? Okay. Constitution. Yeah, I'm looking. What would consider that? Oh, I'm sorry, Piston. I'm gonna get another sheet because I think we're also both using the same sheet to look into. Focus, maybe. No, I wouldn't say it's focus for what we've been using it. That's a hard. Maybe it's just something else. Like, maybe it's like rolling defense. But yeah, I just rolled straight d20 because it's not like you have bonuses against this. Huh? You're pretty good at keeping your alcohol because it's a strong drink. Like you maybe take a little sip first, and it's like very strong and burning. It's not like you chuck it down at 1 second. You just keep sipping it. Do you drink it as well? I think you're a well-traveled person, as you said, like Piston. So I would say he know what this is. So it's up to you if it's something that he likes to drink or he just. So you like you're not drinking alcohol. The Squirtle like gives you something else, like berry juice or something. Do you drink his drink as well? Does Cookie also drink his to roll another d20? Sure. Oh man, if it's a -1, that would be so funny. Oh, this one hits you so much harder than the last one. Like maybe the last one took some time to get there, but with the second one, you're feeling woozy. You're 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 not drunk, but you're pretty inhibited. At this point, you were still in. You're in Jolteon form, right? Yeah, so maybe like the little sparks like fly off of you more, and like they hit the captain, and they hit like the Squirtle like keeps away from you from then, seeing he's a water Pokemon. Like Piston, you since you're part Earth or Grunk, right? Or no, Rock. Does electric how is electric against you? Like what's the modifier on that one? Half? Where's the one? Normal damage. Okay. I would say like it's okay because again you're not soft skinned, so it's not like they damage you, just they hit you and it tingles a bit. But the captain is like, ah, stop that! He's just trying to sleep on the bar. Like, stop that! Is Tiger grounded? Seriously? Oh, dude. It does wake him up. It doesn't really hurt him or anything. Let me see. This Gligar is ground flying. What how is it for Gliscor? Basic Gliscor. Probably, yeah, I think so. But I'm just gonna check. Just to be sure, because sometimes Pokemon gets weird evolutions. Oh, it's Gliscor. I thought it was Gliscor. Ground fly. No, it doesn't. It's again. It doesn't. It just wakes him up and he finds it annoying. Yeah. Yeah. You guys head off towards bats. They give you separate rooms because it's not crowded. You know, you don't have to pay for this because you know. Wait, what? So I think that's where we're gonna end it for this time, because maybe some people, other players, are gonna show up next time and they can still travel with you, which will make it easier for me. Then you guys are like 10 minutes on a ship and that kind of stuff. For levels, Cookie, you get 2. Um, you Piston, you take because you're a lower level. You take 4 until like you guys are at the same level. I will give you some more levels than him. Yeah, and again, like if you want to evolve, like are not to wait a bit for something that seems like more of a moment that you found like perfect, not like, oh, I'm just sitting here and I'm evolving. So you can wait for a moment that you want, and it will be like a free action you can use. Ah, nice. Is it advance is the second one, right? And then oh yeah, I was thinking, huh? Here, okay, nice. Because what level are you now? 36. Nice. And I think you're 26, 25, 26. Piston? 28. Oh yeah, great. So you're 10 levels, 8 levels apart. So yeah, we'll get there. Like in the 3-4 session, you'll be the same level probably. Okay, guys, that was it for now. I'm gonna stop the recording here.